Hi guys, super short and sweet. I have an amazingly important topic to talk to you about today, and that is how on earth do we stop being emotional buttons and actually take ownership and control and full responsibility when it comes to our emotions, when it comes to the way we are feeling in our lives, in our businesses, in our journey, day by day journey, without being influenced anymore by what is happening around us. This is really essential when it comes to our capacity to focus on our growth, on our success, on our impact, without losing energy and time in order to deal with the way we are reflecting back the things around us. Let me make it even more concrete. Being an emotional button actually means being dependent on our well-being on the exterior circumstances, which means if things are happening in the right way around us and we are in a happy place, in a happy time, then we feel happy, and that's cool. But the bad part is that if something wrong is happening around us and we are not grounded and we walk through life as an emotional button, then that thing, negative thing happening around us will affect us. Now, this means also that no matter how much we are working on our emotions, on our ascension, on our development, on being centered, heart centered, soul centered, being aligned, doing all the things, no matter how much we work towards that goal, if we don't know how to master our emotions and stay grounded and centered, no matter what is happening around, then we will always be drawn back. We'll always lose our ground. We'll always have to recover depending on what is happening around us. Let me give you an example from my life today. I started the day super pumped up. I was so excited. I was joyful. I was literally in a place of bliss. I was riding these waves of excitement. I couldn't wait to start my day and share the things and do the things and just be in the day with my clients, with the sessions, with everything I had mapped out. And then our housekeeper slash nanny arrived to our house, and she was spinning because unfortunately her day was not running quite well. She had, together with the husband, they had an accident, nothing really dramatic, everyone is fine, but she was under the impact of that experience. She was spinning, and I found myself starting to take over from her energy. So what I noticed is how I started having a slight headache, how my motivation went down, how I started taking over from her feelings and emotions. And I realized that this is so easy, especially when we are empaths, right? And we pick so easily the emotions of other people. Now, from that point, I had two possibilities. I had more, but let's say two main ones. The first one was to continue with her spinning, with the spinning of what was happening around me, and to identify myself with that, and then just declare that this is a shitty day and that I don't get to have the help that I wanted, or I was planning to have, that my day has to reshuffle completely in order to accommodate also other people's needs, my housekeeper's needs, to go home and take care of her family and go over this day and the incident of today. So I could have fallen into the victimhood kind of paradigm and react to what was happening around me, or what I decided to do was to recenter myself and decided whatever happens around me doesn't necessarily have to drive the way I feel inside of me. So how do we do this, especially when our day has started, when we already did the rituals, we already did the journaling, we already went through the meditations? How do we do in order to reset our energy without going with someone else's spinning throughout our days just being in the end a victim of the exterior circumstances, being that emotional button. Here's how I did it. I decided to give myself a few minutes, and I took the space and I took the time, these few minutes, in order to recenter myself, which means for me the best way to reset the energy is to take a moment in a quiet space and to enter a light meditation. And in this light meditation, I am deciding to ground myself. Like literally, I'm sending big, strong, powerful roots to the core of the earth and taking whatever it is for me to take from there, like love, power, energy. I feel the energy of earth like almost like a motherly love, which comes up to me. I'm grounding myself into that, and then I'm going high above the head until I have the consciousness, the awareness of reaching the light of the highest level that is accessible for me in that particular moment. You can just decide to go up and connect yourself to the light of the source, and then bring that back into your space, and then decide to find a comfortable position in the space of your heart, and just allow yourself to breathe into that space, to breathe into your heart, bringing all your attention into just being in your body, being into the space where your heart is pumping life throughout your entire body. And from that space, you can decide to become aware of what you are experiencing, what your emotions are. Like literally, you can ask yourself, what do I feel? And sometimes we are so angry, so spinning, that we don't even realize what we are feeling. And the best way to understand what is that you are feeling, you are experiencing, is by checking how you feel in your body. Probably you'll identify places where you feel tension, pressure, discomfort, weight, and ask yourself, what is the emotion that is stuck here? What is stuck here? It can be sadness, it can be anger, frustration, like why is this happening to me? Helplessness, I cannot do anything about it. Whatever it is that you are experiencing, just give yourself permission to check it, like literally to get into connection with it, so then you can shift it. So once you identified what is happening in your emotional world, you can bring a ball of white bright light and just take that ball of bright light, that sphere, and let it get closer to the places where you have the emotions being experienced by your body, and let that ball of bright light dissolve. Let's say I have a huge sadness on my chest, right? So I would allow the ball of bright light to come get closer to my chest and start dissolving that that tension, that sadness, the physical feeling that I'm experiencing, the physical sensation and the emotion associated with that. So do this for yourself in order to cleanse yourself from the emotions. This is literally taking your power back and becoming responsible, taking responsibility for the way you are feeling. So you bring back that ball of light. You are just using it in order to clear your entire emotional body. And then what I'm doing, and I've been experiencing today, first time after quite a while, I hadn't been using this for quite a while, was to invite a circle of inspiring beings or light beings around me. You can invite your guides, you can invite your star family, you can invite people that you actually know and you are looking up to. Like for today, in my circle of light beings, there was Isabel Allende. I don't know how familiar, who knows here Isabel Allende. She's an amazing writer, quite famous in the Latino kind of literature, but she's like a genius and such a model of a strong, powerful woman also, right? Isabel Allende many times appeared as being as one of the beings and characters that I've been bringing in my circle of support in order to draw from her higher self, power, inspiration, and whatever other qualities you want to take from these people or beings. So imagine that you, as you are breathing into your heart, you are inviting this circle around you, and you can literally feel their presence, how they are flowing in. Once you invite them, your guides, as we were saying, your star family, your mentors, people that you know, people maybe that you don't know but you deeply respect. I don't know, you bring Tony Robbins, you bring Brendan Bouchard, whoever it is, that you bring Oprah, and you think like this: would they be rooting for me if I had a conversation with them? Would they be rooting for me right here, right now? And most probably the answer would be yes. They would say, hell yes, go girl. So bring them and just feel in your heart everything that you are receiving from that circle of your support. It's your personal circle of support. And give yourself permission to be filled with those feelings, to be filled with that light, to be filled with everything that you are inviting in and receiving as a gift in that moment. And from that space of being lit up, of being inspired, of being supported, of being loved, of being guided, of being protected, of being directed, of being held in a network and in a circle of love, from that space, ask yourself, how would I love to have my day continue from now on? And you can either feel into or visualize the things that you would be so happy to invite in the rest of your day. And with that image, with that emotion, with those emotions, you can also ask yourself for extra point, now what do I feel as the next inspired thing? What do I feel inspired to do right now? Or what is the way that I feel inspired to show up right now? What are the action steps, if there are any, that you should be taking based on the inspiration that you are receiving? Sometimes there will be action steps. Sometimes it will be just rest, take care of yourself, and then follow the next guidance, right? Whatever it is, receive it and then go and apply what you've received. It's such a gift that you'll be giving yourself. It's such a gift of returning to your power and owning your power, literally. We've been hearing so much about own your power, go back to your power, but we never understand really clearly, how exactly do I do that? Well, now you have it. There are no more excuses. You have literally a process to reset your energy for the day and go back into feeling pumped up, feeling inspired, feeling blissful, feeling supported, and having inspiration that you can act upon. Thank you so much for watching this, and if this resonates, let me know in the comments. Big love, big hugs.